It would seem some of our winter weather has gone a little further south than it normally does. So instead of being a dick and making fun of all the southerners for not knowing how to drive in the snow, I'm going to give you guys some tips as somebody that lives in the land of ice and snow on how to be safe and what you can do to better prepare yourselves. So stay tuned. First things first, snow is an excellent insulator. If you have a poorly insulated house, or like the shop here that has no insulation in the floor, pile of snow up against the walls. That is insulation. That's how igloos work. How do they keep the Eskimos warm? Snow is a great insulator. Just don't cover your vents because, well, you need those to breathe. Leads me to point two. Generators do not go in your house. They do not go in your basement. They do not go in your crawl space. You will die. They release carbon monoxide gas, among other things. That is how you take a forever nap. Do not put them inside your house. Put them outside. Use either an appropriate generator hookup or use lead cords and run your devices that you absolutely need. Moving on, if it is very slippery and you have ice instead of snow, you can, in a pinch, use table salt. There's nothing different than table salt and rock salt. It's the same thing. It will work. A little more expensive, but it works. Moving on. Not all tires are created equal. All seasons are not snow tires. Snow tires are not studded snow tires, and studded snow tires are not chained in studded snow tires. Most people, especially down south, don't even have, you might not even have all season. You might just have summer tires. They're not good in the snow and ice. All seasons, not good in the snow and ice. What are good in the snow and ice are either designated winter tires, studded snow tires, or if you have to, chain up. But that's all going to be dependent on, your weather situation where you're at. Even tracks fall victim to this. These are good in the snow like this. Great, woohoo. They are not good on ice. This turns into a big giant sliding slackum machine, whatever you want to call it. Same thing with that. That weighs a lot more, so it's a lot tougher to slide with, but it still will do it. I know not everybody has a snowmobile or even knows what a snowmobile is, but here the trail goes right through our field. That brings me to four-wheel drive makes you go. Four-wheel drive does not help you stop. So if you have inclement weather and you think, woohoo, I got four-wheel drive, I can baja, woo! Sure, until you're in the dingweeds and you were just on the road looking at the dingweeds and now you're in the dingweeds looking at the road. They don't help you stop. So don't drive like a dummy. Take it slow and easy and you'll be okay. And a bonus fact for the video, cows, chickens, whatever livestock you may have, as long as they can get out of the wind and they aren't actively wet or anything like that, they can maintain their warmth. The biggest thing is they have to have food. Eating and digesting is what keeps them warm. So you might feel bad. Oh, I see the cows out there covered in snow, whatever. They're warm. I promise you, they're plenty warm. The problem, and I see this a lot as a firefighter, is people try to cram the animals in the barns, in the chicken coops, whatever, and then they turn on all these heat lamps. Heat lamps, I have been to more barn fires and chicken coop fires than I can count because of people stuffing all their animals in. And then these heat lamps, they get knocked over, their livestock, they're going to knock over stuff. Or it overloads the electrical systems in their barn or their chicken coop or whatever. And they lose all their animals because they were, their heart was in the right place, but they overdid it and they put these heat lamps in there. Try to avoid that. I know your heart is like, oh, I gotta keep them warm. I promise you, as long as your animals have access to food, and I try to give mine, semi-warm water. The food is the main thing. They will stay warm. They are meant for that. That's what they've evolved to do. So I'm just saying, I've seen a lot of livestock and a lot of livelihoods ruined because of good intentions and putting heat lamps out in places that they should not be. They're a very limited use for heat lamps, and just because it's cold is not one of them. So, all right. Well, hopefully this helps. If anybody has any questions about snow, tundra, whatever, feel free to ask. I'll answer as best as I can. I have lived in the snowy, the snowy cold for almost my entire life, other than the Marine Corps. So, but yeah, hope this helps. And until next time, have a good one.